The narcissist is always watching you. Narcissistic people are highly skilled at observing and scrutinising their victims to uncover their victims' vulnerabilities, to exploit those vulnerabilities for the narcissist's own gain. The narcissist's constant surveillance means that they are able to gain a great insight into the fears, the desires and the weaknesses of those that the narcissist is trying to exploit. They use subtle techniques such as gaslighting to gradually dismantle their victims' self-esteem, leaving them dependent on the manipulator for approval and validation. And they often start off with a ton of charismatic charm and love bombing and idolization to get people to listen to the narcissist's every word and believe and trust within the narcissist, so that when they begin to dismantle the victim's self-esteem, they trust the narcissist's word. Narcissistic people craft a facade of charm and charisma to maintain control, to manipulate people, to earn people's trust, so people trust and respect, and in some cases hang on to every word that the narcissistic person says. You can often notice when you first meet a narcissistic person, you can be out somewhere and you can just feel them watching you. You just get that sense. And when you look around and you see them, they might not even not acknowledge that you've looked back at them. So you can just sort of brush it under the carpet and think, oh, maybe they've got a lot on their mind. Maybe they're not actually looking at me, when they're just that fixated on observing you so that they can exploit you. Narcissistic people will monitor you in several different ways, yet they will justify why they are doing this in what seemingly makes sense, and in some cases it's almost become a societal norm. So they will monitor your social media and your online interactions, yet they will justify it as they only care. They just want to know what you're up to. They're just interested in what's happening. And when they're monitoring your social media, they're literally gathering information against you that they can use against you for their advantage. They will monitor your movements. They will utilize GPS systems in vehicles, on phones, on devices. Again, usually under the pretense that they just care about your whereabouts. They just want to know you're safe. And in some cases this can be true, which is why it's difficult to recognize when a narcissist is doing it, simply because they want to know what you are up to. They will question your whereabouts. Again, they usually do it in a manner where they're just concerned for your welfare. So we often believe them, and as you've got nothing to hide, you just tell them where you are and what you're doing, because you've got nothing to hide. You can, in one sense, when you are with a narcissistic person and there's just that nagging little doubt, your instincts are speaking to you, you might start stalking their social media. You might start monitoring their movements, and you know this is wrong. And this is a big red flag that this isn't the kind of person you really want to be around. Especially when you go and discuss it with somebody. Because if someone was to discuss their fears or their feelings with you, especially things that you're not actually doing, you're going to go all out to reassure them, comfort them, let them know that it's not happening, build their trust up. With a narcissistic person, they're going to go all out to validate the feelings that they have planted within you. And as they've turned on that charismatic charm to earn your trust, you're going to believe in what they're saying because it matches your feelings. So they're going to provoke insecurity and jealousy and fear within you. And then when you go and ask them about it, they're going to accuse you of being insecure, of being jealous, of having trust issues, of going through their things. And as you know, it's wrong to sort of stalk their social media. You question and doubt yourself. These behaviours that anyone can display is the motives and the intentions and the repeat pattern of behaviour that you need to watch out for. A narcissistic person will emotionally blackmail you to keep track of you. They will instill things such as fear, guilt, obligation, indebtedness into them. So they will instill fear of you going out to do your hobbies. If you like to go to the gym and they claim to love this about you oh so much, they will either keep you so busy that you do not have the time, or they will start accusing you of going to impress somebody, and as you want to reassure them, you'll stop doing the things you enjoy. Or they'll start making snide comments about your body shape, and as they built that trust with that charismatic charm, you believe in their word, you trust in their word, not recognising that they're trying to stop you in your tracks. They place that fear in you by simply causing arguments before you go out or when you arrive home, by falling silent on you before you go out or when you arrive home. They place that guilt in you by claiming that they'd planned a nice surprise for you. They didn't know you were going out, or, well, if you care more about them than you do me, they suddenly come up with an urgent matter that they need your help with, and if you're not willing to drop your plans for them, then you obviously don't care about them. They go all out to emotionally blackmail you into living life on their terms. They invade your personal space. They continue to turn up at your work. Now, they can just turn up with a surprise, I've decided to take you out for lunch, but it's a regular pattern. You can tell them that you've got a busy day and they will still turn up. If you are separated from them, they might start doing drive-bys past your home. They might move in next door. They might move in across the street or around the corner so that they can keep their beady eyes on you. Now, yes, when a narcissistic person has left you, and they've usually left you in some of the most horrific ways, when they've discarded you with no closure and left a lot of unanswered questions, you might find yourself driving past them, trying to find out what on earth is going on, because you kind of know something, but you don't know. And you need to see it to believe it. And then the narcissist is going to go all out to accuse you of being obsessed and jealous and bitter to gain enablers and flying monkeys on their side and make out that you're the crazy one. Now, when somebody ups and leaves and cheats on somebody, they have no loyalty, they have no respect, they usually lack the empathy to care. They've stirred up those emotions within that person. Watching somebody is wrong on any level, and it's something that if you find yourself doing it, you have to find a way to stop. They will go all out to monitor your phone calls, your text messages, your emails. They will find a way to justify why they're doing this. Yet they have those double standards. You're not allowed to look at theirs. And if you do accidentally see something, they're going to accuse you of going through their stuff and having trust issues, yet they're allowed to have trust issues and go through your things. They shame you, they humiliate you, they mock you in public. They accuse you of keeping an eye on them in public so that they can gain those flying monkeys and those enablers, surround themselves with enablers who will then be willing to do the narcissist dirty work for them, will spy on you and report back the information to the narcissist so that the narcissist can step away from it. They didn't ask them to do it. The narcissist will claim all innocence in this, yet they will get their flying monkeys to spy on you and then report back. Watch out for online friend requests, as some of those will be the narcissist flying monkeys that are wanting to come and spy on you. And they will accuse you. They will accuse you of being obsessed, of being jealous, of being bitter, of having trust issues, of wanting revenge. Emotions that you can potentially be feeling, that they've literally provoked within you. So you question your worth and whether you're the narcissistic one in it all. because they've instilled that self-doubt into you. When it comes to narcissism, they need that attention, they need that validation, they need that support. When you're looking for answers, that's not narcissism. You're not going to get the answers you want from a narcissist. Those answers are going to come from within your mind, your heart, your instincts. The answers come from within you. A narcissist is only ever going to tell you what you want to hear when it benefits them, and they create it so you've got that much self-doubt that they tell you what they want you to hear. So it benefits them, what they want you to hear, to invalidate you, to dismiss you. They're not going to give you the answers that you're looking for. So if you do find yourself behaving in some of these ways, you need to check in on yourself. A narcissistic person will not do this. They believe they're entitled to do it. It's okay for them. It's not okay for you in a narcissist mind, but it's okay for them. They'll justify it and rationalise it because they have those double standards. Stalking is serious and can be dangerous. So always phone your local helplines for support to protect yourself from anybody who is stalking you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you're unable to go no contact. Go out there. Create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.